How's it going, everybody? I'm Pier Piscitelli. Thanks so much for joining me. In today's episode, we're going to check out a really cool plugin. This is the Vari-Amp made by Rhodes. For those of you who missed the update, yes, it is true that the Rhodes company has been back in business for several years. They are based in England now, and they manufacture true to the original electromechanical time-based pianos. I haven't played one personally, but they look beautiful, they sound beautiful, and I'm just so happy that this exists again and that you can buy a Rhodes in 2025. I mean, I never thought I would see that in my lifetime. Very wisely, this company also took a dive into the world of plugins, VSTs, amp modelers, as we're going to check out today. So let me give you a little visual overview before I start playing and messing with settings. Taking a quick look at the plugin here on my screen, every section has an on-off switch, which is really helpful. So you could turn your reverb on and off, you can turn the amplifier and microphone modeler on or off, same with the preamp. And there's some familiar looking things here, right? A 79 suitcase, 82 suitcase, Mark 7, Mark 8. These are all Rhodes models. Hot Rod is probably referring to the Fender amp. Stage passive is what I have here. The stage model Rhodes did not have a preamp, it was just a passive output, kind of like a guitar. So I guess that's what this would imitate. And looking at the amp section here, there's some familiar looking things, some familiar looking microphones here. These are dynamic microphones up here. There's one ribbon and two condensers. If you've worked with microphones or worked with producers or engineers, some of these numbers will look familiar to you. They probably couldn't list brand names and models for trademark or copyright reasons, which is understandable. You have a reverb section here, a master EQ. That's very easy to use, a compressor. You can mix the amp and the mic, which is very cool. There's a drive here if you want some distortion and a little bit of breakup. And that's pretty much it. There are a lot of presets up here that you can go through. I actually found for my own use with my Mark I that it was better just to mess with each section on its own and see how it manipulated the sound rather than use presets. I know that sounds counterintuitive because presets are supposed to make things easier, but you'll see what I mean. Before we start turning knobs, let me show you what my Rhodes sounds like without anything applied. So this is a dry signal. Right, so that's what it sounds like with nothing applied. Now, the first thing I'm going to do is actually add reverb because I can't stand dry sounds. I don't want to feel like I'm inside of my bathroom. I want to hear a little bit of a room. So I'm going to turn on the reverb right here. I'm going to go to a hall reverb because I just happen to like that. And let's see what we get. Okay, that's a bit too much, so let's reduce it. Okay, that's great. Maybe a little more time. This is going to make the decay a little bit longer. Okay, so let's hear that. You can hear it's a pretty nice reverb. Let's see what a spring reverb sounds like, which was common in the older Fender amps. Yeah, it's a different story. You hear that sizzle at the end. Okay, so a little bit of reverb makes me happy. I like to do that first. The folks at Rhodes told me to use the hot rod first with my Mark I. Okay, so as we increase the blend to wet, we lose a bit of gain, but let's work on the drive here. Coloring the sound a little bit. I'm going to try this EQ here because the sound is still a little bit bubbly and bass heavy and I want more clarity. So let's see. I like that. It needs more though. Let's go to the amp settings here. Let's try suitcase. Okay, we'll give it a little bit of gain. And here we can adjust the blend. So here there's no amp. Wow, yeah, that sounds like an amp that's being mic'd. And let's use a familiar microphone, maybe 421. Nope, I don't like that. Let's do, okay, let's use the 20. That sounds good. So how about this? Okay, good. Now let's mess with the EQ a bit. I like it a little brighter. Yeah, that's fun. It brings out some character and some overtones and the different types of sounds out of my instrument that I haven't heard before, since I always just play it through a PA system with a clean signal. So that's the whole point of this. And depending on, you know, your setting, if you're playing with other people in a band, or if you're trying to record and make your Rhodes sound good in a mix, amp modeling like this can be useful. It might sound a little extreme here on my own, but when you fit it in with bass and drums and whatever, depending on the track and the style, whatever you're doing, it can be really useful. Let's turn our gain up to 11 and see what happens. I'm going to turn off the vibrato. More, we need more. Let's see. Now let's say you're intimidated and you don't want to go through section by section and create your own presets like I did. That's totally fine. There are a ton of presets that you can use here. Let's go to keys naturally. Bassy tines. So I assume that's going to be like a Rhodes piano bass. Gnarly grit. Oh, that's going to be nice. Okay, let's see. Organ drive. That's going to be distorted for sure. Let's check out another one. This is called Warm Breakup. Yeah, that's cool. I really, really like that. I prefer that to the super overdriven organ one that we used before. Let's look at a different category. I was messing with this one earlier. Distant synth. This is very interesting. So all of your attack is gone. It's just sort of this gradual attack, which is very cool. Evolving synth, let's look at this. I love that. That inspires me. I feel like I could play that for a while and come up with some cool stuff. Synth pad, fatter, warm synth. What's that about? Let's check this out. Very cool. And a ribbon microphone with a PA. No breakup though. The sound is very clean. Beautiful. I would just add some reverb because it does sound like you're in a bathtub, right? I want more time there. Don't make fun of me, I love reverb. Yeah, and it needs a little more high end, but maybe not this frequency. And I'm gonna add some high with the preamp, like that. Just so the bell-like tones come out. Let's hear it. Yeah, I mean, that's the kind of Rhodes sound that I like. Clean, warm, a little bit bright. You can hear the tines. It is possible to be warm and to also have clarity and brightness in the upper end. Both things can be true. They're not mutually exclusive. And just for fun, I will show you what some of these guitar lead presets sound like. So you can use this with a guitar. A lot of people do. I've seen plenty of demos online, which is really cool. How about something like this? Pretty guitar. Let's see what makes it pretty. So as you can see, there are many different ways to go about using this plugin. For a lot of people who don't know what all these microphones and amps and stuff are, you know, I'm like vaguely familiar with them, but I'm not really an engineer by any stretch of the imagination. You can go through presets and find something that you like or that's close to what you like and just mess with it a bit to get the sound that's in your head. That's a great way to go about doing it. You also saw me in the beginning move from scratch, starting with the reverb and the EQ, and I was able to craft a sound that I liked. And also some presets, as I played for you, sounded great right out of the box, and I just left them alone and got some ideas and inspiration. So a lot of different ways to go about using this, but I think it's very, very cool for bringing out sounds out of your Rhodes, out of your guitar, out of your drum machine, their drum presets. I mean, it's really an amp modeler for anything, not just the Rhodes. I happen to use my Rhodes because why not? I've got one and I don't play it enough, as you guys tell me in the comments. Finally, I have to thank the folks at Rhodes for sending me this plugin, for showing me how to use it, and for supporting my channel today by sponsoring this video. I never thought that a company that's behind an instrument that I love so much and a legacy that I love so much would be helping me out on my YouTube channel. So it's such an honor. It's really, really cool. I really appreciate it. And most of all, thanks to all of you for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to check out my Patreon, my tutorials, and all that good stuff if you like what I do here. Thanks so much. See you guys soon in the next one.